Good evening. Today is June 6, 2024. Today, I just came out to speak to the potential buyers out there about something important, something called the seller's concession. Some of you might not know what that means. Seller's concession is an arrangement made between the seller and the buyer of giving the buyer the opportunity or the leverage to allow the closing costs on top of the loan. For instance, when a buyer don't have enough money for closing costs, which usually varies. Closing costs is usually 3 to 6% depending on the lender. But when a buyer don't have enough money for down payment and the closing costs, they're usually given this opportunity to allow this percentage between this 3 to 6% um, on top of the loan. So that way the rates doesn't change, and that way the buyer don't have to get the money from the pocket. In other words, this is an opportunity to entice many buyers who don't have a whole lot of money saved to be able to purchase a house. Some of these buyers, they do have the income and the credit and then the will to get a home, but they just don't have the money, laying around. So seller's concession is usually come in this format. In addition, there are other concessions that are given by the seller. Let's say the seller decided to pay for certain, repairs and certain things that need to be done, even the appliances or even the furniture, stuff like that. Those are all, you know, included in the seller's concession. They all consider as seller's concession. So seller's concession means what the seller is willing to do at the closing table to help the buyer purchase that home. So this is all after the negotiation have taken place. The prices were negotiated, the inspections were done, and this is what comes into play to make the deal work. So it's always important as a buyer to ask, if those opportunities are out there for you. However, if you have the money to make the down payment and then the closing costs, I don't advise you to take this route because that means your mortgage would be, it would be as where it's supposed to. Because if you take this seller's concession and the closing cost is added to your mortgage gonna go up a little bit higher. So depending on how much is the seller concession is. So if you can afford the down payment and then the closing cost, hey, you don't have to explore this area, but it's for other buyers who want the house, they have the income and they have the credit and everything, but they just don't have the physical cash. So that's the difference here. So the seller comes and help and they make the deal work. All right. So the down payment could be um, anywhere from 3%. Some do 15% and some do 20%. So the FHA loans usually is 3.5 of the entire loan. Like price of the home. So that would be you allocated as your down payment. You can either pay it, in parts, or you can just pay it lump sum. All right. So when it's a conventional loan, some conventional loan are 15% of the purchase price or 20%. It depends. So we're here at Sawana Homes. We are more skilled in helping you get this seller's concession if you really, are making the income and you have the query and you have the desire to purchase a home, you gotta call us 917-974-1095. And you can also send us an email at sawanehomes@gmail.com, SAWANEH homes, HOMES @gmail.com. We'll be able to sit down and explore these options. Once we identify a home and we know that this is what you wanted, and we do the inspection, or even well before that, we can make these arrangements so that we can see that the deals goes through. So we have skillful agents and partners who can help, from lender side, from attorney side, from appraisal side, yeah, and from inspection side, who would team up with you to support you through your transaction. So call us at 917-974-1095 or sawanehomes@gmail.com. So thank you, and I will come up with more real estate updates and market analysis for you in the near future. So I hope you enjoy this audio, this video, and share it among your peers and then spheres of influence and networks. Thank you. And then spheres of influence and networks. Thank you.